God hates vegetarians. In the Bible, it says that man has dominion over the earth. This means that we can and should do whatever we please. We can't mess up the earth. God intelligently designed it to sustain itself. Ask yourself, why did God make vegetables taste like shit and meat taste like heaven? It's obvious. God wants us to eat meat and maybe an orange or an apple once a month. And God wants us to use vegetables to feed the animals that we will eat. In the Bible, Cain and Abel brought sacrifices to God. Abel brought tons of delicious meat, and Cain brought nasty fruits and vegetables. God rejected Cain's faggy vegetable sacrifice. Proof that God hates vegetarians. Vegetarian diets can cause brain shrinkage. This is further evidence that God hates vegetarians and explains why so many vegetarians are liberals. Most vegetarians fall into 4 categories. These 4 categories are contained within one category: liberals. The 4 categories are 1. Fags. 2. Fag hags. 3. Spiritual people with room temperature IQs who are afraid that the world will end in 2012. And 4. A mix of the previous 3 categories. Clearly, God hates vegans for many reasons. Vegans often call themselves animal lovers. Now you listen to me. If you're a vegetarian because you don't want to eat what you have sex with, you're dead in the eyes of God. Bestiality is immoral. Stop having sex with cows and get back to eating them. Many vegans will tell you that animals suffer too much. Well, suffering makes meat taste better, and I'll be damned if I'm going to Burger King for meat that didn't suffer immensely. This is why it is important to boil and fry animals while they're still alive. This is why lobster tastes so good. There's nothing like eating a baby seal that was clubbed to death, and nothing like eating a harpooned dolphin. Nothing like eating a pig that was skinned alive. Also, animal fur makes great clothing, and rich people need this clothing. Let me ask you something. If society fell apart tomorrow, who would survive? A liberal vegan in San Francisco with no guns and no food supply, or me with my dozens of guns and steady supply of deer, dog, squirrel, possum, beaver, turtle, frog, and cat meat, and apple trees in my backyard that I never eat? You're damn right I'd survive. The liberal vegan would die like the dirty liberal vegan they is. Keep going, vegan. When society falls, conservatives shall triumph. The evolutionists say that man was able to get such a big brain because of eating meat. They're wrong. God gave us meat to maintain the large brains he gave us. God hates those pussy vegetarians. Jeremiah 48:10. Cursed are those who neglect doing the Lord's work. Cursed are those who keep their swords from killing. God hates pussies who can't muster the balls to kill an animal or a sinner. Just look at cucumbers. They're not meant to be eaten. God designed them to be dildos for middle-aged Christian widows. Vegetables should only be eaten with a shitload of meat and or saturated with animal fat. I know the vegetarians will say that eating meat comes with increased risks of cancer and heart disease, but what they don't understand is that true Christians don't have these increased risks. Only liars and hypocrites have these increased risks. Don't go against the natural order. Eat meat and be heterosexual. God hates vegetarians.